on his media team because he can, because it's also lead gen for acquisition.com, so he makes money off of it. We're going to use AI automations. We're going to run a slim team, and we're going to try to outlast him. We're going to try to weather more storms than him. This is not a 1, 2, 3 year play. This is a 5, 6, 7, 8 year play to truly be able to flip the script. Okay, Gary Vee had a chokehold on the business niche for the longest time until he decided to slow down. Okay, and the same thing is going to happen to Alex. He's going to have to start trimming costs or cutting people from the team. It's going to die down if business ever dips or his mindset shifts. There's going to become a lull, and that's where we will rise up. So we're going to keep low cost. And I just want to be clear, like, this is a normal, like, business strategy on, like, high level. Like, I'm talking, like, Fortune 500 companies. Like, if you think about, like, MailChimp, they were profitable from the start. MailChimp had a slim team, less than 50 employees, and they had tons. Like, at one time, there were 12 other, like, VC-funded email service providers trying to beat MailChimp, and because they had their profit margins high, they were able to withstand more seasons, and they sold for like $19 billion. Craigslist at one point had really low cost, high profit margins, and they passed eBay, and then it went to shit. So like Craigslist is a bad example. But this is like a common theme. Keep your costs low, keep your profit margins high, and try to withstand time so that whenever the giants have something fall through, that's whenever you explode through the roof. And so just something to think about. We're also potentially going to counter position with more AI business models to ride that wave in the 5 to 7 year range, a bunch of different things like that. There are already creators starting to do this in the space, but none of them have truly been able to crack the code, and we'll see if they actually do. Your content strategy is the ebbing and flowing between trying to go viral and trying to make a ton of money, okay? And I just want to be very clear. These are not the same thing. Holy cow. To have a bunch of followers does not mean to make a bunch of money. This is the biggest mistake that I see creators make, which I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. Later in the video, I'm going to talk about the 3 stages of your content strategy, so we'll get to that, but I want to talk more about this. If you are only making money through brand deals and ad revenue, then yes, just try to go viral over and over again, and you will be frustrated and you will never truly make very much money. If you want to provide a service or a product and use your audience to send traffic to it, okay, then it requires different amounts of content, okay? This is a concept called top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, all right? If I just want to go viral, go do something crazy. Go shake your butt on screen if you're hot. Go flex if you're ripped. Go do something really funny. Make fun of somebody in Walmart. You'll go viral, okay? If you want to get rich, go teach accountants how to use AI for their sales process. Do you see the difference there? Like, so many people want to be like CBum or, you know, some of these girls like Alex Earl, or whoever, you know, Kai Cenat. Like, that's fine. The surface area for success over there is so small. Okay, you have to be so massive, like millions of followers, even more than that probably actually. Over here, you need like a few thousand, like 10,000 maybe, and you can make millions of dollars if you do it right. Now let's talk about how to do it right. Let's talk about top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. What this means is your top of funnel is the goal is to get reach. These are videos that are meant to get lots of views. Okay, this brings people in. If you think of it like top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, this top of funnel, you're bringing people into your ecosystem. Middle of funnel, you're educating them. Okay, you're training them to realize that you actually know what you're talking about. Like, you're not some weirdo just giving tips. You're saying, hey, whenever I tell you how to do biceps, I'm giving you 3 really unique tips that you've probably never heard before. Okay, that's a great middle of funnel piece. And then bottom of funnel is where you talk about your product or your service without being overly salesy. Okay, I'm gonna work through this with a gardener. Love my gardener examples, okay? a top of funnel video for a gardener. Maybe I post this on a Monday. It would be how to feed a family of 5 on $10. Literally anybody on the planet would be at least mildly interested in watching that video. Maybe a 16-year-old boy would be like, I don't really care about feeding a family of 5. I have zero recollection, or reason to watch that. But anybody else would be at least intrigued. Even if they don't have a family of 5, they'd be like, I'm kind of interested in watching that. Okay? Large reach. Now, the middle of funnel content would be something like how to build a hydroponic garden in only 10 square feet. Okay? Not everyone's going to care about that. It's a little bit more niche specific. Your gardeners are gonna care about it. The people who, maybe have a homestead or care a little bit more about it, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm really intrigued by this. I only have 10 feet of space. How are they gonna do it? It's gonna be a little bit more niche specific, and you're gonna add a ton of value in there. Now, let's say I'm a gardener and I am known for selling my carrot seeds. Okay? I got a website and I sell carrot seeds for $10, and that's how I make my money. For every million views I get, I make $10,000 in carrot seeds. All right, here's my bottom of funnel content. How to get your carrot size to double. We don't have to. How to get your carrot size to double. I didn't entirely think about the wording on this. Just roll with me here. How to get your carrot size to double, and I'm talking about an actual carrot. This is really specific. It's about your product. It's about your seed that you're selling. Oh, this just gets worse and worse. But you get the point, okay? Now I want to talk about 3 questions you're going to ask yourself whenever you're making a top of funnel piece, a middle of funnel piece, and a bottom of funnel piece. Okay, top of funnel. Can anyone watch this? All right, can anyone watch this? Literally, ask yourself, could literally anybody on the planet watch this? It doesn't have to be entirely, it should be like 95% of the people on the planet. Middle of the funnel, whenever I'm trying to educate them and nurture them. If they applied this to their life, would their life be way better? Okay? You doing something funny and screaming in the hallway of your high school is not gonna make you money. It's just not, you singing a song to Tate McRae while you and your girls are getting ready in the mirror, it's not going to make you money. There might be a bunch of horny guys that sit there and watch it. You might get a lot of views and they might follow you. It's going to be tough to monetize.